Okay. Welcome to the Silhou Sports demo video. I'm Patrick Burrows.
I'm Eric Leslie.
I'm David Lamai.
I'm Luna Lemire.
And I'm Shosh Kamandori.
So here at Silhou, we knew that baseball is one of the most data-driven sports in history. With many stats to keep track of and many years of data waiting to be used, there's a prime market for tools that analyze this data into a comprehensible format for not only the pros, but for anyone interested in delving into baseball statistics. We set out to create a tool to help utilize this information and make it accessible to everyone. Currently, coaches must manage their leagues through a series of spreadsheets and group texts, and players must keep up with their stats by hand. Our solution is to provide a user-friendly hub for community leagues, as well as a comprehensive and intuitive way to store data for future use.
In order to provide a cross-platform app, we quickly settled upon doing a web platform using reactive websites. So we settled on Svelte and SvelteKit for a front and back end, and Tailwind CSS for simple styling, but Flowby icons for more complicated like UI components. For authorization, we just use Lucia, which is a SvelteKit assistant helper library for authentication and authorization. And then we had Prisma, and we use Prisma ORM and Neon serverless Postgres for our actual database that stored almost our MLB data and all of our application data. We're deployed on Vercel serverless functions, and for testing, we use a simple vtest and Docker setup that comes built in with SvelteKit.
So here you'll see the home screen, which holds links to the previews of the app as well as the login and sign up buttons. From here, we will follow the story of a league organizer, Patrick, who would like to update some things about their league and its teams.
So as Patrick logs in here, which by the way, our login service is fully integrated with email verification. After Patrick logs in, this is what he's greeted with. He's routed to our dashboard, which is the main hub of the application. And it links you to every service we offer through Silhou. So on the dashboard, you can see your upcoming games as a player. So we see here Patrick has a game coming up on this Friday. It'll also show you your statistics at a glance across all the leagues that you were a player in. And it'll also show you the 5 most recent games that you participated in. And in this case, Patrick has won 2 of his 5 last games.
If Patrick wants to get a more in-depth view and he's on the go, he would switch to his phone and probably go into the calendar route, where you can get a full year's view of your upcoming games, where the games are subdivided into each route. It's like, it's this upcoming Friday, there's a game. But if he wants to view way more games in just a smaller period, like, he can switch to the calendar list view and quickly see all of the upcoming games in the calendar. As well as filter the games via the search functionality built into the calendar, as well as the game time and date that it's displayed there.
After you're done. So say Patrick wants to compare himself against some MLB players. He wants to see how he's doing in the league that he is currently registered in. So he can come over to the player comparator on the nav bar, or the sidebar here. And what this is it is a k nearest neighbors algorithm that is going to compare all of Patrick's either previously accumulated statistics stored in the Silhou database, accumulated over all of the games that he's played in the past, or he can enter them in manually here. So Silhou currently offers a data store filled with every single MLB player registered in the league since 1950. But if Patrick doesn't want to compare himself against players from all the way back then, he can always restrict his search using the slider here. Like I said, he either has the import option or the manual option. He can import all of the statistics that he's accumulated by playing games in the past, or he can enter them in manually into these fields here. So say, for instance, over 22 games, Patrick was able to accumulate 65 at-bats, 18 singles, 5 doubles, a single triple, 3 home runs, and 10 walks. Patrick can hit this submit button here, and then the K nearest neighbors algorithm is going to run in the background and return to him a weighed box. And you can see the statistics are displayed at the bottom here, along with Patrick's profile picture and Wade Boggs' picture here, and you can see that these statistics are fairly numerically similar. So we have like 27.7 against 24.5, 7.7 against 6.3, and so on. So this is offering a pretty good comparison as far as normalized statistics goes.
And while we're here, I just want to touch on how the comparator works with data store that we mentioned earlier. So the MLB player data was sourced from an open source repository called Boxball. Boxball was immensely useful in development of this application. It contained more data than we could ever use for this app. Pitch by pitch data of every pitch thrown in an MLB game. Incredibly useful for this application. So, moving on now, Patrick wants to chat. So, in any sort of league organizing situation such as this, you want to stay in touch with not only your teammates but league organizers and coaches as well. So chats can be used for private messaging in our application, and this allows coaches, organizers, and players to be in sync with each other at all times and stay up to date on the most important. Patrick, you are.
So now Patrick is going to go look at a league he organizes and take care of some things there. So leagues are relevant for showing, the league page is relevant for showing all the recent game information, the team standings, where teams stand compared to one another, upcoming games, things of that nature. So Patrick is going to update our league schedule. We just found out a new game needs to be played between two teams. So Patrick is going to handle that now. And as you can see, from 2 drop-downs, he can select which teams are going to play, the date and time of the game, and then optionally add an address, field number, and notes for the game to help players and fans alike reach the game. And so if everything goes well, the game will be created here. It'll show up in the upcoming games now on May 3rd, and Gubental has a packed schedule coming up next week. So now we're going to look at the team page. You can view each team individually. It can show you the team statistics, their league standings, where they stand, their next game, things of that nature.
So today we'll have a new player join this team. Patrick will invite them now. Their name is Fish Coop. So all you need to do this is the player's email. So we are submitting this add player request, but like Patrick mentioned, we have the functionality to add players to a team, to manage teams as well in the same way that you would manage a league. All of the expected operations for players and leagues exist. So here, David, operating as Patrick, has another screen opened up, logged in Fish Coop name. So Patrick has invited Fish Coop in the league, and that will show up in Fish Coop's notifications. And he can, from there, accept or decline.
All right, so now Patrick would like to go take a more in-depth view into one of the games. And so if he looks here, this is an upcoming game. There's not a ton of information on it. But if you were to look at a prior game that has a little more information, something against like when they played Forbes, he can view in Gubental's recent games. And so you can scroll down, see all the prior games they played at the bottom of the page. And so from there, viewing the game they played against Forbes, he should be able to view statistics from the game individually and for the entire team. As you can see there, it tallies everything for all the players on the team. 3v3 baseball, not the easiest sport in the world. And so it's a good little in-depth view to see how a game ended.
So next, we're going to look at our profile page. In the top right corner of the app, you can click on the icon, and it gives you some basic information about yourself. Not only can you manage your profile, but you can also view statistics for yourself as a player or a manager, and view related data. We can track our followers and who we follow as well.
So I real quick just want to squeeze in one thing here. You can view this exact page for other users who use the application. And like we mentioned, we wanted this to be a social driven thing. So users are able to view other people's profiles, see a list of who they follow, and visit other people's profiles and uh, kind of discover new people who use the app in this manner.
Yeah, just like Patrick found this guy who's interested in joining. He's linking up and organizing a league together. Fishku. Why don't you look up Fishku right now via search? Because apparently he already uses the app. Oh, look, they're right there. Oh, they're already following each other. Wow, what a coincidence. But now we can, but through this we can see that we can view other people's pages, just like Josh was saying, and through this I think that Silhou can really be a all-in-one community like driven application. It's way more than just baseball, but we hope that you enjoy all the baseball that you can play and let the worries of organizing all that and organization and management like melt away as you just get out and play ball.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.